What is going on, guys? Dave from Wake Up It's Football bringing you guys another draft profile. Today it is Aaron Donald, the defensive tackle out of Pittsburgh. Remember, a lot of draft stock will change from here until the NFL draft, so kind of pay attention to when this video is made. And shout out to Draft Breakdown for the highlights in this video. Let's get right into this one. Again, Aaron Donald, defensive tackle out of Pittsburgh, standing at about 6'1", 288 pounds. Some collegiate stats, I should say. 181 total tackles, 29.5 sacks, 6 forced fumbles, and 66 tackles for loss. A couple of things you might want to know about Aaron Donald. First of all, he was second team All Big East in 2011, first team All Big East in 2012, CBSSports.com Defensive Player of the Year in 2013. Now, the rest of these awards are all going to be in 2013. First team All ACC, ACC Defensive Player of the Year, Chuck Bednarik Award, Rotary Lombardi Award, Bronco Nagurski Trophy, Outland Trophy, and unanimous All-American, all of those being in 2013. So Aaron Donald definitely getting the job done over in Pittsburgh. A highly touted defensive tackle. Now, some pros and cons to his game. The first thing you might notice about him, how quick his hands and how quick his feet are. Definitely something that allows him to get past offensive linemen and help get him into the backfield to disrupt plays. Most notably being his swim move. With him having quick hands and his speed for his size, I think his swim move allows him to get past the offensive lineman that he's opposing, and just helps. It really truly helps him get into the backfield and sack the quarterback, stop the running back with the ball, or whatever happens to be going on with the play. Now, he also has some power to him. Most notably like a bull rush. He's 6'1", 288 pounds. He has a bit of a lower center of gravity for a defensive tackle. He's a bit on the short side, but with that being said, he's also been labeled as like a fire hydrant, if you will. He's maybe short, maybe a little bit lighter on the defensive tackle side, for being 288, but he's a baller. He's a beast. He can get into the opposing offensive line without a problem, and you can see that with some of the things he does with his swim move, but also with the bull rush. And he also has good speed for his size. That is also one thing I noted about him and his pros. Now, cons, again, his height, 6'1". It's actually not even 6'1" from what I've seen. It's been 6'0" and 7/8 inches. And not even quite 6'1". We'll have to wait to see what the Combine has to say about that, and we have to wait to see what the Combine has to say about his speed. But from what you see on tape, notably, you want a defensive tackle in at least the 6'2" to 6'3" range at least. Aaron Donald is around that 6'1" range. Now, run stuffing, since he's not a big defensive tackle, he's not a 330-pound nose tackle. He's not a 315-pound defensive. He's 288. You kind of have some questions about how well his run stuffing ability will be when he has to plug up some gaps. He can shoot gaps pretty well, but can he plug them up when it comes to run stuffing? Double teams. There are many times where teams concentrated on double teaming Aaron Donald, and he would still fight those double teams off, but his production would fall. And obviously, when you're being double teamed, you're not really going to be expected to do a whole lot. Aaron Donald, he would still fight him off. He would still show a lot of effort in those double teams, but I'm not too sure if teams will look to double team Aaron Donald in the NFL unless he becomes a force to be reckoned with. But one thing I noted about him is he drew a lot of double teams when it came to watching his tape. Now, his draft projection, it varies. I have him from 20 to 50. I think he can be a first-round draft selection. I think he can be a second-round draft selection. And it also matters by draft needs and teams of interest. So I kind of jotted down 7 teams that I feel could use some defensive tackle help or defensive line help. Being Jacksonville, Oakland, Atlanta, Tennessee, the Giants, Green Bay, and Seattle. Those are just some teams, and most of them being those 4-3 defenses. A team like Green Bay being a 3-4, you could plug them in as a defensive end on that line, but we'll have to wait and see how all this stuff shakes out. Let me know what you guys think. I want to know what you guys think. Throw your comments, questions, concerns all down in the comments below. But that is an Aaron Donald draft profile. Those are some of the things I saw on tape, pros and cons. But let me get your opinion. Throw all that stuff down below. That's all I got for you guys today. I'm out.